everyone, welcome back to our Not So Berry challenge. Sienna returned from school feeling enraged. She's going through a mood swing. Oh, who is this? Oh, early graduation. No, I'm not interested. You're kind of cute though. Are you a teenager? Probably not because you're offering early graduation. Okay, never mind. But she returned from school feeling very angry, so she's trying to calm down a little bit. She's thinking about Stefan, weirdly enough. She wants to chat with a crush. She needs to get over him. She literally dumped him in a horrible way. But I'm thinking that we could maybe send her for a drink with her new friends to make her feel a little bit better. She obviously needs it. But before that, let's check in with the rest of the household. Jay is really not up to much. He is just a student in high school. His birthday actually is in a couple of days. He's gonna be a young adult, but he doesn't really have that much going for him. He's currently a little bit lost, as we concluded in the last episode, I think. Oh, as for doing homework, you're being so cute. He had his first ever day of real school and I had him make friends all day, but it didn't really go that well. He actually had an embarrassing, awful school day. He dropped a tray in front of everyone in the cafeteria. He was probably just feeling really nervous, and he only just met this one kid in the entire school day, but at least they have good compatibility, so they're doing quite well. I might invite him over to do a school project together because he got a school project as well. And Aurora isn't really up to that much. She is just catching up with Manu. They are currently still not actually dating, so we could be taking care of that today because I really don't see why not. However, he is a bit resentful that she didn't invite him to prom, that they didn't go together. They just kind of spent it at the house, which is also quite nice. But I guess that Manu actually does want to be seen with Aurora in public as well. He is really excited about being with her, so I don't see why they wouldn't make it official. But anyway, Sienna, instead of just being a nightmare around the house, let's send you out somewhere. This time she would definitely pick something that's a little bit more up to her standard, not so much a nightclub. So let's go to this lounge with a romantic aura as well. So this is something she probably wanted to check out for a while, and she's finally kind of old enough. She's relatively close to being a young adult. And let's see who we can bring. I'm not really gonna start a club gathering. I'm just gonna invite people that I see here, and I actually can invite quite a few people. So let's take a little look. I might invite Camille and Kimber. I'm gonna think about it. Ashlyn, even though they are like really good friends, apparently they don't even find each other that compatible, so I don't really feel as bad. And as I said, we can't really hang out with Ashlyn that much. She dated both of her brothers, so it's just weird. But we can invite Alyssa and Aaron. Alyssa is in some kind of weird territory with her, but she really liked Aaron. Azalea is really cute. She hasn't really talked to her that much, I wouldn't say. Mike, she has an anti-crush on him actually, but let's just see how that goes. And the most interesting option is Talia. They really do not get on that well, but she's super attracted to her, so I'm gonna try it. And do you have room for Camille and Kimber? Oh, I actually do. So, oh, Daniel. Kimber, I'm gonna have to drop you. I'm so sorry. Daniel, they became best friends. I'm gonna show you in a second. Daniel actually came over to the house this morning before she managed to go to school to ask if she wants to be best friends. So, of course, I said yes. So they are best friends, good compatibility, very attractive, deeply connected. They were hanging out the most last time when they were in the club. Oh, and Daniel is actually romantic as well, so this could be very interesting. He is a city boy. We are in the city. This is his territory. I think he might thrive here, so this could be really fun for Sienna. But Sienna is also feeling very enraged. She is feeling hot-headed. She has that mood swing, but she's also feeling a little bit flirty. Oh, you can already do some flirting. I don't really know if I should do flirting in such a big group, especially if she's gonna be doing flirting with other people. They could be questioning like, hey, you flirted with Daniel yesterday, why you're flirting with me now? So let's not flirt in an actual group gathering. Maybe we can, I don't know why I picked Daniel already, but maybe we can invite Daniel tomorrow by himself on a little date or something. So for now, let's just hang out and get to know everyone. See, oh, actually, you know what? We can actually also see who is worthy of being in this club, because she only has one more slot. Maybe I can actually buy this other one. No, not quite yet. So we need to work on club points as well. And let's see if we can actually befriend Talia. a little bit better today because it just really did not work last time. I don't know why. And you're losing friendship with Alyssa. You two don't really like each other that much. It only seems to be some kind of physical attraction, so I'm not really that worried. Wait a minute, Sienna has a major crush on Alyssa. I mean, I told you, she is really physically attracted to her. Again, let's just flatter her, but let's not go into actual flirting because it's a little bit risky. Maybe just ask if she's single and stuff. And don't forget that she wants to find potentially useful and successful Sims for connections and friendships in the future. So I kind of need to figure out what these Sims are all about. So let's ask about life achievements and all of that to find out as much as possible about everyone. So far, she only knows that Alyssa is single. Oh, this is interesting. Personality impression. Thanks to their compatible personalities, Sienna Berry form a positive impression towards Daniel Gray. This will help them build a harmonious relationship between them. Well, then we'll definitely explore that. I think I am set on... Oh, you can reveal the crush. Okay, let's not do that quite yet. She's having a bit of a sinister personality side. No wonder, because she's just jumping from sim to sim. And she just learned that Alyssa's materialistic as well, so she's realizing, okay, I really do like Alyssa. I love her looks, but her personality isn't that bad either. It's not that terrible, but let's ask everyone about their also life achievements and whatnot. She's a kleptomaniac. Wait, who are you? Don't ruin our hangout by dying here. Don't do that. Come on, that's just unnecessary. Couldn't you die at home? Why did you go to a pub if you knew that you would be dying? Well, that's just simply rude, isn't it? Everyone's gonna be like paying attention to you now instead of Sienna, and she was just in her element. She was feeling very confident. That is so annoying. Why are all of you crying? You didn't even know him. Well, witnessing anyone's death is probably not quite fun. She's literally checking her phone. Oh my gosh, Sienna. Well, it is getting kind of late. It's only Monday, so we probably should be going home. This isn't that fun anyway. Oh, you need the bathroom. Is there a bathroom around here? Even this fancy talking one. So use the bathroom while this dude is busy dying. Just leave him to it. And then I think we'll just head home because this is obviously not turning out that fun, unfortunately. I can't believe that guy just dropped dead right when she was in the middle of asking the important questions to everyone to get to know them better. But Alyssa followed her home for some reason. I think that was my fault because I forgot to take her out of the group potentially. So I'm just having them catch up a little bit. She is building up a pretty decent friendship with Alyssa actually. Maybe let her know that you kind of like her, that she's just kind of hot. That's completely... Oh, are you trying to seduce her there? And it's actually... Oh, they have a romance bar. Wait, I actually did not think, first of all, that it would happen and that it would be this easy. Well, I kind of want to invite her to stay tonight. She doesn't really have anywhere to stay though. We don't have an extra bed, but it's a suggestive conversation. She did just blow her off for a second. Oh, I'm confused. What is going on? I can't really read the situation. Let's just try some more flirting, honestly. She's not looking that impressed, but I completely missed that she actually reached charisma level 10. That happened so easily and quickly that I haven't even realized. But I'm just gonna have these two chat for a little bit. It's 10 p.m. so she can just continue talking to her friend. Oh, she's very flirty. I don't think they would actually have like a real romance. I don't think so, at least. But you could try to make a move. You can already do the first kiss. Let's just see how this goes. Where are you two going? What's going on? Are you already doing the first kiss? Surely not. Oh, just high-fiving. Alright, that's fair. You just became good friends. Anyway, back on the couch, back with some more flirting. It's surprisingly actually like happening, so I'm really confused, to be completely honest. I really did not expect that any of this would be happening, but let's ask her about mess around interests. Is that something that would be possible? I don't know, they're gaining sentiments. Things are kind of interesting. She's not really thinking about her future that much. She has a lot of money. She's actually very rich, so she's not really thinking about her future too much because she doesn't necessarily have to, which would also be really appealing to Sienna as well. She does like either ambitious sims or sims that are already powerful so they don't have to think about it. They're hitting it off so well. It is getting kind of late, so let's just try to do the first kiss. Are you getting ready to do that somewhere outside? Oh, hiding here behind a wall because Aster is sleeping right here. I love that. That's so funny. So let's try to do that first kiss with Alyssa. I did not think that this would be happening. It's rather interesting. That was a really interesting hangout. I did want these two to be a little bit closer, but I didn't think they would be close in this type of way. But alright, she's going home. Aurora is up super early. It's 4:30 a.m. She's really uncomfortable and maybe a little bit stressed. She wants to chat with Manu, and I think that today might be the day that she actually asks him to be official. Let me just check something. Yeah, today is actually bunny day, so they're not going to school or anything, so she could invite Manu over for the holidays and make things official. I just noticed that Sienna actually has amazing compatibility with Alyssa. I thought it was just good, but it's actually amazing. Are these two actually going to be like a thing? I don't think they would ever be a couple necessarily. They hated each other at first when it comes to personality, but maybe they don't have to be actual romantic partners. Maybe they could just be some kind of friends with benefits. There is that woohoo partner option. I don't know if it's available for teenagers though. I think I would have to check because I really can't see these two actually dating, but they are obviously very attracted to each other. Look at Aurora getting everything ready and she's feeling so flirty. I think she's definitely ready to ask Manu to be official today. That was her New Year's resolution. She has 5 days left, but there is really no reason to wait, especially because she actually has this live fast aspiration. I did say that she wants to experience everything a teenager could, especially because her toddler and child years were just so sad and lonely, but she's not really doing much of that actually because she's still quite introverted, really unfamiliar with things. She has barely even been outside of her house, so this is a little bit, maybe a little too difficult for her, maybe a bit too much, but at least she can have a boyfriend. That's the least she actually could do. Everyone's actually having breakfast together. Hopefully Sienna's not gonna ruin that. She's not necessarily in a bad mood. Oh, she wants to become enemies with Aurora. Really? She also wants to kiss someone. Oh, you would rather just sit here on the floor for some reason instead of eating in the same room as Aurora. But I did realize that she's actually really okay with Astro, so that's pretty interesting. But maybe hanging out with Astro would help her bond with Aurora eventually, not quite yet. But she probably sees Aurora as some bit of competition as well. Oh, they're even on hugging terms, so this is pretty great. But Astro is not really that big of a competition. The age gap between those two is really big, and he also is a boy, so they don't have that much in common. So she doesn't see him as competition that much. And he's also a lot more sociable, and that would probably mean that they are a little bit more compatible because she's all about charisma, being super social and having a really strong personality. And Astro seems to be going in that direction as well. I actually don't know if they have some kind of compatibility thing. I think they're kind of neutral. Yeah, they seem to be neutral. She does have bad compatibility with Aurora though, but who knows? After hanging out with Astro and accepting that she was wrong about aliens and that it's completely fine, she could be okay with Aurora, but it's maybe a little bit too soon because of some other things, especially because of Manu. Well, this is kind of crazy. She literally just became good friends with Astro, so I think that she is on the path to make things right with Aurora. Oh no, Aurora, I know I said that things with Sienna are going a little bit better, but she is seriously fried and she's still working on this. I'm not gonna stop her because if she dies, she dies. Aurora is actually dying. Are you No. I should have stopped it. Now I feel guilty. And Jay was just right there to see it. Sienna, you didn't even have a chance to actually make things right with her. She's actually so upset. I think she was having a bit of a change of heart and then this happened. This must be also so heartbreaking for Mentina. It's literally her child. No, where is that stupid Grim Reaper? The books are doing kind of well about the aliens that are not even among us anymore because Aurora just died. I need to plead for her. I just noticed, yeah, Grim is here. Let's just quickly stop that and demand Aurora be spared. She's feeling very confident, so it might actually work. I seriously hope so. She is demanding Aurora back, and let's see what is going to be happening. Are you gonna... I think he actually said yes. You are my hero. I promise I won't forget that I owe you my life. Aurora has been brought back to life, and look how upset Sienna actually is. I think this is gonna be the turning point. This is where she's gonna be like, okay, I actually do care about my sister. Grim, you are seriously taking your time. Please bring her back. Hello. There we go. Aurora is being brought back to life. Can you believe that all of this is happening? I'm just so glad that she's back. And you know what? that, I think that Sienna would just go in and try to hug her. I don't know if it's gonna work because they don't really like each other that much, but oh, it actually worked. It actually worked. I know that probably everyone wants to hug her and everything right now, but I kind of want these two to try to just do a little family kiss, give her a loving hug. Just try your best because she literally just died. I can't believe I was talking about them potentially having some peace in the future, and now I'm just forced to do it right now because this is like way too much. They're not in the red anymore. Just one more hug and then you can go. Oh no. Hey, things have been sort of crazy lately and I need a place to stay for a while. Mind if I crash at your place for a bit? I think that this could be Kyle. I know that he has that big pop-up about explaining, hey bro, you're so funny bro. Is this still Kyle? I actually don't know. I've never had this before. I kind of want to say yes just to see, but we don't have room to post anyone, and especially because she doesn't know, so she's maybe thinking, is this someone I dated? I probably should say no, right? Everything is happening so spirited. Looks like Aurora just befriended a spirited simp. What the hell does that mean? Spirited sims have a lust for life, spreading good vibes wherever they go and easily becoming the life of the party. In terms of sim preferences, would you say that Aurora likes spirited sims? That is very true. She is doing her best to have a normal life. She would like to be a spirited sim. She isn't quite because she didn't have a chance to be. So yeah, I would say yes. It's kind of interesting that this is, I guess, Sienna, because she was just talking to her, and that she spreads good vibes wherever she goes. Have you met Sienna? Anyway, Mentina, an absolute hero. You're looking at the urns and thinking, thank God this isn't my daughter right now. That is horrifying. Like, look at that. Imagine walking into the house and seeing this. You can barely just squeeze by next to him. Oh, and Alyssa wants to be best friends. Their personalities do match a lot more than expected. They do have amazing compatibility. They are physically very attracted to each other. I didn't think that this would work out, but let's say, of course. Oh, going straight for the kiss. Okay. Oh, and she's so flirty. They're both so flirty. Should I just like go with it? Just go and mess around while you still have some privacy outside? She wanted to woohoo for a while. She wanted to woohoo with Curtis for a very long time actually, and then she just decided to flirt with someone else at prom and dump him. But she is woohooing for the first time, and at some point in the last episode I cut it out, but I had to go to the doctor and start getting birth control because she's, you know, thinking I kind of want to start doing woohooing and stuff, but I want to do it responsibly. She's not interested in having children, does not want children, not okay with being pregnant, so birth control seems like the right option for her since she is getting a little bit older, so this is kind of on her mind. So Sienna just had her first woohoo with Alyssa, and this is probably a pretty straightforward way of saying they are kind of just woohoo partners. I'm just confused because of the new social menu, so I'm not really sure where to see that option. Maybe they don't have it just because they're teenagers or something. But anyway, after catching up with Alyssa by woohooing, let's send her home because I actually had someone else on my mind for today. First, I want to just check on Astra real quick. Oh, it's raining and you're doing your little project outside. I feel kind of bad for you, not gonna lie. But didn't I say, oh, you have high confidence? Sims with high confidence have learned to believe in themselves. They become more confident easily, even when learning from mistakes. However, they can still be hurt when criticized. A child's Sim's confidence level can increase or decrease depending on skill gain, school performance, positive and negative socialization, succeeding or failing on skill-based activities, and so on. This is so good for him. And he just finished his project. It's not quite perfect, but let's just see it in action. And I wanted to invite his potential friend over, and after such a big scare, Aurora is actually feeling super okay. She's just super focused. So while you are on your phone, why don't you actually also invite Manu over so you can have that conversation? He doesn't have to know about you dying. I don't think it's really necessary to scare him like that. Manu has just arrived, kind of observing what is going on here. I don't think I really want to think about it that much. Hopefully that's not going to be me, but Aurora is coming to reassure him that it's all good. Let's let's invite him in so he doesn't have to look at this poor flower bunny anymore. And Astra is actually talking to his new friend as well. Toothpaste seems to be getting involved in the conversation, which is pretty cute. But these two are hitting it off really well. This kid is also super confident, so I'm quite happy to see that. And Sienna is going through a rebellious phase. That is lovely. Where are you, Sienna? Oh, as soon as you saw Manu and Aurora together, you're going through a rebellious phase. Let's ask him about his love life just to see how things are going. She won't try to mess it up anymore because she obviously feels very bad for Aurora. Now that she's trying to make things right with Aurora, she'll probably try to make things right with Manu as well. No flirting, absolutely no flirting. I heard you found someone new. How'd you trick them into thinking you're worth loving? Annabelle is so rude. I'm so glad we got rid of her, honestly. But speaking of, it's 5 p.m. already. You are doing okay with Manu. You are actually still technically friends. That's pretty great. But he should be hanging out with Aurora, actually. And you are getting super tired. Why? Well, let's invite Daniel over real quick because I said that I want to focus on him. So let's invite Daniel to the house for a bit. Daniel is at the door, so let's invite him in. I've noticed that Camille is here as well. I don't really have time for you today. I'm sorry, Camille. So today we are getting closer, hopefully, with Daniel, and that actually was planned, unlike whatever happened with Alyssa. This is so funny. They can't even sit together because the pets are in the way, but at least they can kind of be next to each other. Astra's friend is going. That's fine because the house is getting a little bit full, not gonna lie. He is embarrassed, but she's trying to flirt, and it's actually going kind of okay, I would say. She's getting the lover personality. That's not a surprise at all. They still don't have the romance bar, so she has to work a little bit harder, but I think that she has some interest in Daniel because he has an interest for celebrities. He has this thing that he really wants to be famous, maybe in some kind of art. Sienna picked up that and she's thinking, okay, he could be useful in the future. I could try to do stuff with him, at least get to know him a little bit better. So have a bit of a deep conversation, talk about things, and we'll see if this really leads to anywhere. Manu was just getting ready to leave. I realized that I got a notification, so Aurora just ran over to ask him if they finally want to be official. I think she was just nervous all day, so she left it for like the last second. Look at her freaking out so much. She completed her resolution and they are now officially dating. Oh, I was gonna send him home. What are you doing now? I don't think it's anything, so it's fine. That was just scary. But they're officially dating. She was just a little bit nervous to ask him all day probably, so she left it for like last second. I feel like everyone can relate to something like that. Oh, and while that was happening, these two actually managed to get their romance bar. That is actually kind of surprising because I was struggling for a bit, and then as soon as I left them alone, they got their romance bar, so that is pretty great. She still has to kiss 6 more Sims, so yeah, she's talking about kissing. So are you kind of like ready for that? Maybe ask him to hang out. Oh, that went kind of poorly, but he's flirty. Oh, now he's embarrassed. Maybe she is pushing this a little bit too hard. Oh my god, look at this. Everyone eating at the table together, having breakfast and having a nice conversation. This does not happen that much in this household. I think what happened with Aurora definitely made everyone have a bit of a wake-up call that they should be acting more like a family. Look at Mentina. She's actually a complete mess. She really needs her kids to get along a little bit better. But everyone is going to school now. You know what? Today is a meet a celebrity event. And since things didn't really go that well with Daniel last night, and she's still keen on trying to get to know him, so there must be something. It was just a bit weird yesterday. She was pushing a bit too hard, probably because it was surprisingly easy with Alyssa, but they just seem to be getting on a little bit better. But today is a meet a celebrity event, and she knows that Daniel is very interested in fame. He would like to be famous and to meet a lot of celebrities, so she could take him to this event after school. However, it is from 10 to 4 and they are in school from 8 to 3, so they will only have 1 hour. This is kind of weird. Jay wants to invite Ashlyn over. Well, Sienna doesn't really get along with Ashlyn. Well, she does. She just kicked her out of her friends group because of some other reasons. But I don't see why Jay wouldn't be allowed to hang out with Ashlyn. I don't see why they would have some kind of conflict. So I'm gonna say, yeah, sure. Oh, this is the other Daniel. Astra's friend is also called Daniel. I was gonna say it's so weird that Astra is inviting Daniel over. No, yeah, Astro, you can totally invite your Daniel over, but I really need you to hurry up and go to this event, meet a celebrity. It's only going for another hour. So here they are together at the lounge. Oh, we can ask him about Woohoo. Interesting. Well, let's try flirting with him some more. They're both very confident, so it should be pretty okay. Maybe he was just a little bit uncomfortable in her own home with all the siblings around, and she probably was pushing it a little bit hard. Oh no, it ended already, but Thorne Bailey is calling her. Daniel would probably be thrilled to know that Thorne Bailey, isn't he a celebrity? Am I making that up? But I think that he is some kind of mid-range celebrity, but even that would be super impressive for Daniel. And she wants to flirt with Daniel because she likes him, and things with Alyssa, even though they get on a lot better than I expected, are not serious. They're basically just friends who sometimes woohoo together, apparently. That woohoo maybe was also basically like a bit of a practice. Maybe she was feeling a little bit nervous and she just kind of wanted to get it out of the way because she's really close to her. Oh, they can do first kiss. Let's try that. But she's really close to her young adult years and she still hasn't woohooed with anyone. So maybe things where Alyssa were also kind of like, oh, they're doing their first kiss and it's actually going well. But maybe it was kind of like practice just to have it out of the way. So now she knows what she's doing and that is completely fine. And now we're on 5 out of 10 Sims. They haven't managed to meet any celebrities because I was maybe a little bit late, but I'm assuming that he likes it here. Is there anything else we could just kind of do around here? We have a B-lister here. Okay, get up here quickly. I think she might go into this area that they can't potentially go into. Is that going to work? No, because she's in that room. There's a paparazzi here. Daniel is definitely here for the celebrity, but Sienna is kind of here for paparazzi also. She wants to be in that shot. Celebrity is outside. Attempt an introduction. Is that going to give her some fame that she's talking to this celebrity? Daniel is so excited. She's definitely also going to be impressing him. She is kind of freaking out though. You need to get better of these things if you want to be a famous politician yourself. Don't say that she's overrated. Maybe just say that you adore her. You probably don't even know who this is. You don't really care much for that stuff. Oh, she's leaving. No, she's coming back. She actually wants to chat with Sienna. Imply attraction. I would kind of love to because it's really funny, but I'm not going to do that to Daniel. Already mingling with celebrities. You can compliment her appearance. I kind of want to. She seems to be a lot older than you though, and I don't want to do that to Daniel. Okay, she's leaving. That's fine. Daniel is probably really excited. Like, oh my god, Sienna, I can't believe that this celebrity talked to you. So let's just say, hey, you want to be together so we can do this like regularly? Another celebrity is walking by, so maybe we can do some regular celebrity hunting. Oh, she didn't get to manage to ask him. He just left, but she's talking to the celebrity. Oh, they gained a bit of romance. I don't know how to feel about that because she is kind of young. Wait a minute, they have a romance bar. This is stupid. This is like stupid. He's even having a headache. Why do I have a romance bar with this teenager? I don't know. That's actually a little bit suspicious for you, not gonna lie. But they're actually building up their romance like a lot. I can only compliment his appearance. Maybe he's just super vain and he loves that she's complimenting his appearance that much, but might make a naughty suggestion. Ah, Sienna. She's having her first kiss with this random celebrity dude, but I think that is a good time to just stop because she just made out with a celebrity. I don't know how you top that. So if you want to see how that goes for her in the future, is she going to start getting some fame? You can do that by clicking right here to watch the next episode, and hopefully she won't pee herself during the outro. But if the next episode is not out yet, here is something to watch while you wait to see what happens with Sienna's fame level apparently. But yeah, see you there.